Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video I will be teaching you how to play Chopin's Waltz Opus 69 number 2. The first thing that you should know is the B minor scale, and it's like this. Also you should know the first chord of the scale, which is B minor. Right there you have it. Knowing that chord is going to allow you to understand how Chopin came up with this melody. So we have this. Okay, so if we take a closer look to the melody, you can see the starts on F, is on the chord. He does a step above F and goes back to F sharp. Then he does C sharp to D, and then he does B. And notice there that we already outlined the chord, and then we switch here. So it's important that you know that it's just playing with the chord and doing sometimes a step above and a step below. Notice this: step above, step below D, B, and then A sharp, and we have the melody. Fingering for this, I like 4 here, 5, 4, 2, 3, 1, and then 2. Now it's important now that we start counting, so we could do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we have the melody line. It starts with an upbeat, which means that we're going to play the F sharp on the third beat of the measure. So 1, 2, 3, 1, and then we go. Okay? Now because we outline this chord on the right hand, we're also going to use the same chord on the left hand. B minors like this, and what we'll do is flip the F sharp and bring it downstairs here. F sharp, B, and D. He plays it 2 times, and then at the beginning you could just add that with the melody line. So you could do matches here, and then we're going to change. Now after the F sharp, because we're in B minor, we're going to add a B on the left hand. So we're going to do this. Just that. And you could go back and forth. I like here 1, 2, 4, but you could change this and do 1, 2, 5 if you would like. By putting the 4th finger here, I'm freeing this 5th finger up, and I could leap here and grab the B with the pedal and then let go. You could play it in this way, but also you could put the pedal down, hold it there. Okay? Now let's try to do it at the same time. So we have F sharp very slow, B by itself, and then we go a G together here, by itself, and then we're going to switch here. We're going to play a C sharp on the bass. So we have the bass and chord. The reason I like it this way, it creates a more spontaneous feel. So that means I have the melody line blending, all legato playing. That means there's no air in between the notes, but I have the bass here and then short notes here. It creates contrast because I'm blending in and also short notes, and it makes the piece moves more than if I blend them all together. So, and it creates a more spontaneous feel. Now the next part is going to use a different chord, which is the 5th chord, F sharp 7, which is this. So what we're going to do is bring this to the left hand, the 5th chord, get rid of A sharp, I'm going to play these 2 chords. Same thing here. And all we do is add this C sharp to it. And then we have the 1, 2, 3. Okay? So let's do the B minor chord, F sharp 7, and that's it. Okay? So when we do this, we could play right hand together. It's important that after that, C sharp, here it's not going to change the chord, it's just going to change the arrangement of it. So we're going to get rid of C sharp, do this, and then double up this. So we're going to do bass and come back up. on top of that we play the melody line. So let's see how we do this. So we have the C sharp here. Let's say we finish up here. We go back. Now we punch A sharp. We go again kind of the same way. But then here we'll switch. And we get back to the same chords, B minor. So let me explain the melody line a little bit better. So we have the F sharp. We do the same outline that we did before. Now instead, because we're in this chord, we're going to use the C sharp, we're going to use the E, and then we're going to resolve back to B minor. Okay, so again, fourth finger, 5, 4, 2, 3, 2, 1, and we got back. I'm going to play the entire left hand and then the entire right hand, then together. So we have this. Okay, now right hand. Alright, we have it all together. Let's try now. So it's very slow first. Together, together, every other note. We wait, they go back. Okay, and then we're gonna go one more instance to F sharp. Now to play it a little bit quicker and make it flow more, I like this. And sometimes I retain a little bit the second beat or the third beat. It depends how I feel at the moment. So that would be very hard to explain, but you can kind of feel it. So notice that I run sometimes a little bit and sometimes I retain the beat a little bit. So retain and then run again. It makes it flow better and it has more flexibility than playing everything straight. One thing playing straight would sound like this. Okay, let's continue now. And the chords are going to remain the same for the entire piece. So we're going to continue here B minor 2 times once you get to B. So we have another one. But the melody is going to go back up to F sharp and it's going to do this. Alright, and notice that again we use the G. But doing this chord is just the inversion of the same chord B minor. So, and then F to D. So what we're gonna do is play the B here and put the same chord here together, together here, and then here B again together. Okay? But I wanted to show you here when you do F to D, he will use an F diminish, and also he will take these 3 notes and put it on the bass here as a chord. So once you do this, you have to match F and D. Okay, maybe what I'll do is play the entire line very slowly so you can see it. So 1, 2, 3. Again F sharp, increase. Okay, I'll get there. After this, I'm going to use an E minor chord. E minor is like this. And if you look at the scale, E minor is the 4th chord. But what he'll do is flip it, bring it over here, and he'll punch the B, and that's his 2 chords. Okay? B and 2 chords. And what he'll do is nothing here, but then E and C sharp together. And we are done with that. So we have the diminish here. Okay. And then we have this line. Okay, little turn there. So that means we get to C sharp. We have these 2 notes. Always half steps. and then we begin again the line. Okay, now notice here that we did the landing point was here, these two notes, and then we did the C sharp, so which reminds you of this chord, F sharp 7. So we're going back now, so we'll punch on the left hand this, and the second chord like that. We switch the C sharp by an A sharp, and then we have the B minor again. Okay, so I'm going to play from B very slowly, together here, and then B minor again. Same pattern we did at the beginning, and then it repeats everything with a little variation on the left hand, which I'm going to discuss now. So now let's play all the way there very slowly so you can see it. So we go to F sharp 7, accent here, release, B minor, release, accent again, increase now, forzando, accent, E minor, release. I'm going to repeat, starting on D. These all repetitions are the same. Okay, now when I do this, this is the only difference. One time I play F sharp, A sharp, and E, and then here I change it to C sharp. That's the only difference. Okay, now in this section we're gonna have the D and the chord again, then the E and this chord, which is a C sharp minor 7, flat 5. It comes from here, but we'll flip it. We put the E below and we do this instead. So left hand. Rest, then we have here back to B minor, we add this and back to B minor again, and we leave. Okay, with all that we're gonna have the F, but then we're gonna have this pattern all by half steps. It's a little bit longer line, so you could subdivide it. It starts on F, and then we have this. Notice the use of half steps. 4, 2, 5. Then we use 2 here. The scale going up. Now let's try to put it together. So we end up in B, we go to F, we play D by itself. Now we start F sharp, together here, and we do a crescendo together here. Another phrase now. We release the left hand, together, we get the C, then it starts over here. All of this is the same thing. Okay? Maybe I play all of this slowly so you can see it, and then we continue to the next part. Accent. Accent again. Increase. Forzando. Decrease now. Piano. We get there again. Now we're gonna do a crescendo. And then we repeat, same thing. here we'll change the left hand a little bit, just one note. Same. Crescendo, accent. Same thing, all of this. Now here, after we play F sharp, we're gonna go right on to F sharp. But here's a switch here. I'm gonna do this note. But the left hand stays the same. So we have this, the D, and here there's a little switch. Like this, rest, same thing, and then go to B and up. All together. Now we punch right off here. Every other note, match it, diminuendo, and we have a short note. Okay, let's continue now, and we're gonna